And the stream dropped temporarily. Interesting. We should be back now. Don't know what made that happen. Just randomly did so. I'm going to need to see if... I mentioned this earlier, but I'm going to need to see if there are logs that OBS makes so that I can try to track down what's causing that, because I don't like it happening. Okay. Have I gone too far? So this is Dragon's Gullet. Flint Corridor is over in here. I think I've gone too far. Whoops. I want to stopping. Oh, that might be the backside of Greenwich up there, actually. I want to make sure I'm stopping in Greenwich Courthouse because I want to lose this death penalty. Wait, no, that doesn't make any map sense. Might be. Yeah, I think that might be the backside of Greenwich over there. Probably wouldn't be that much more difficult to just do Ruins of Sirmia and Nalani Academy, but... whatever. This is what I've decided to do. Yeah, okay, this does look like the correct direction to Greenwich. I'm just gonna run. Yeah, because there's Greenwich Courthouse right there. Just took a wrong turn. Over here. What level are these guys? Are they? They're 8 now as well. So yeah, that's a boost up in level. Okay. Well, time to spend some salvage kit charges, eh? Yeah, that's a random quest item. Even okay, getting some extra wood. The thing is, I don't remember which of these skills I'll get via... because a bunch of these, obviously, this character already has from quests. I'm not looking to buy skills that I'll get through quests. A tricky one there. Or Master Lebowski. When I was just a young hooligan, I found myself before a judge on a regular basis. I stood here, inside this very building, as my punishments were read by the magister. Back then, I can remember wishing this building would be hit by lightning or destroyed in a great fire. Never did I think it would come to be. I should buy a new salvage kit. I'll eventually need an expert salvage kit, but it's a later consideration. Wow, this feels weirdly empty. Let's go ahead and drop in my Additional loots. Makes me think of the musical instrument. Okay. Right then. Onward. Good to have you functioning, Moobot. Good to have you functioning. Okay. Now with our slightly higher level Henshies. 8 instead of 6. Make our way over to the Ascalon foothills. And Alicia is still dying. So, you know, that's just great. Yeah, because I want to get over to this path. Because I remember these double loops. This one here and then this one here. Okay, looks like... Okay, that's not what I was expecting at all. What? Hydra can spawn here? I mean, the evidence is right before me. Is in fact these Hydra. That have, in fact, spawned here. I mean, this is an axe. But it's a Rec 3 6-16 axe, so it's nothing special. I mean, the real problem is have 7 axe mastery at level 9 or whatever with the axe that's like not anywhere close to max, so I could definitely use a better weapon. That much is for sure. Do I need to go around this lower path, maybe? Man, this is something. Partial staircase. I think is that Nolani over there? Yeah, I think Nolani Academy is down that direction. It's just really cool seeing those magical turrets in the distance. It's a really cool spot. A lot of hexes. There we go. Yeah, this feels really weirdly broad and open now. It's not really. There's all these fishes and stuff, but the sight lines have opened up considerably. But yeah, I definitely feel like my damage is a bit underwhelming at the moment. Bet a better weapon would help with that a lot. And some storm riders over here. I don't need my casters casting through backfire. That is not good for them. Dang, why couldn't that have been a nice axe? Yeah, this should be the road to the Ascalon foothills. Ow. Middle of using Healing Signet is not when I want to be getting hit by meteors. Let me tell you. It's a real bad time to get hit by meteors. Yeah, there they are, the Ascalon foothills. There's a gate here too. I feel about Ascalon kind of the same way I feel about a lot of FromSoft games, which is I'd love to see this place in its prime. Hustle and bustle and traders going to and fro and what was it like before it became a ruin? Okay, let's not stand there. Play Elden Ring, and there's a lot of ruins in Elden Ring. You always invite the questions. What was it like? What was Linda like back in the heyday? Yeah. I've said for quite a while now that I would love a tactics game that takes place during the rise of Adalbern to King. Like, follows Adalbern's career in the Guild Wars. I think that would be really cool. I'd like them to potentially use some of the fractal mists type stuff to visit some of that more. But, I mean, it's just a separate game to visit more in Guild Wars 2 to finish that thought. But just a separate game that's, like, a smaller scope, but, like, is covering some of that stuff would be great. I'm not sure. Okay, so here's the weird challenge, though, with something like that. Because I'm not sure how well they would be able to do it, given sort of what's happened to their understanding of Adalbern's character. I'm not sure what that currently sits like at the studio. Because I feel like Adalbern's character gets simplified and kind of... modified, I guess. I don't know what the right phrase is. Is it bowdlerized, maybe? but overly simplified and just focused on like, oh, he just hates his enemies sort of thing, and not the fuller nuance. Basically, it's kind of the brainwashed version or the propaganda version of Battleburn. That's not accurate to the details if you're looking for them. It's like the broad strokes of what I know I remembered. But when I did my slow playthrough, it's like, oh, here's all of the nuance that I missed. Yeah, starting to get some snow. There's Oswald's headstone. Should probably breed unknown headstone at this point. I don't know. Probably reads unknown headstone if you don't have the quest. And if you have the quest, or it probably reads Oswald's headstone if you don't have the quest, and changes if you do. Random grunt thing over there also. It makes sense that Grunth is associated with the mountains, given his association with ice. I feel like Dwayne would too, with the air, with mountains being high. I don't know. The understanding of the gods definitely has shifted over the course of the games. No, that's just how it goes. You're kind of figuring it out as you go. The headstone is blank. Oh, okay, so it just tells you where the headstone is, but doesn't have anything on it. And then after you do the quest, it does. That's some serious leaning ruins. I don't know how those are staying together, but hey, they look cool, right? Oh dear. Excuse me. Had a bit of a yawn. Too many eruptions. Eruption is one of those skills that really makes me want Slash Ranger, so I can, you know, do something about it. Antidote Signet specifically is something. Dale. It is really weird to me. Oh, here's a spot where we can get back to. You just need leathery claws. Yeah, that's worth waiting that long and farming those up. It is weird to me that for a game franchise named Guild Wars, that none of the games are actually set during the Guild Wars. I find that funny. Spiritwood planks. It's a trap. 4 plant fibers and a glass vial. So a vial of ink is what? 40 gold, 4 plant fibers, and 5 dust, I guess. Oh. I also just sell random stuff to him. That's neat. Hey, Statue of Grunth. You do wonder what discussions happened at the studios when they were making the game and needed a name. Yeah. I feel like it was named after Guild versus Guild, the PvP format. And then they added the whole Guild Wars stuff later. I mean, it's clear that there's a lot of revision that happened at various periods. Like if you watch the Prophecies trailer, right, you have the CGI trailer. Devona's dual wielding swords in a manner very similar to an assassin. And it's not talking about the Char at all. far as I can tell. So there's a lot of questions of like, ow. What alternative directions could they have gone with some of this stuff? That'd be a fun question, though, to pose to like the founders and stuff. Yeah, eruption is super annoying when you're it. It wouldn't be half as bad if Alicia had condition removal, or if I had Condi removal. If there was some condition removal, but without any condition removal, that 10-second blind is really, really long feeling. Here we are, Traveler's Vale. I kind of like this map. These guys are going to also really annoy me. Okay, yeah, there's zero reason to attack with empathy on me. Do 4 ticks of low earth damage, then 1 big damage tick of fire damage and blind. Yeah. Make it actually feel like a volcanic eruption, right? Rumbling ground and then a volcanic eruption. Excuse me. I slept okay last night, so I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Well, just sit here and dance. Friggin' pacifism. Oh, man. That's also brutal when there's nothing to break it. This whole map's gonna make me wish I was an elementalist, isn't it? How do I want this? Probably don't need Wild Strike as much here. I don't think of these guys as using blocking stances the way those Devourers do. Oh, these guys are hitting me. Oh, goodness. Had empathy on me. No, priority is the Sage. Okay, if they put it on Orion, it's not a huge problem. I'm gonna fight this guy, and then we're gonna fight some... Okay, it looks like pacifism may be on Orion. I don't know, if they keep targeting Orion with the anti-caster stuff, it's not a huge... Or with the anti-attacker, physical attacker stuff. It's not a problem. Oh, we're also 4 people in a 6-person area, so that's adding another complication that I didn't think about until just this moment. Yeah, I definitely need to get to Yak Spend. Man, I miss when insignias were were built into armor sets. Like, I understand why they just made them skins and not have mechanical differences. I think that was reasonable to do, but I would still have had them come with an inbuilt. Like, when you craft an armor set, I would have that armor set come with an insignia, and that you could then change it if you wanted to. But I would have it come with an insignia built in still. Because I think that, like, there's something that's lost when they changed that system. And it also mean that if people wanted a particular insignia and they didn't care about armor skin as much, then they could craft armor based on that. You'd probably have to make those insignias just overrideable, though, not salvageable, just for market reasons. But okay, well, here's Yak Spend coming up on it over here. So that's good. Hey, Captain Osric. I'm not sure. That's a better hammer. I want to do these at some point. I'm just trying to decide what that point is. Okay. Though we have left the char behind us, we must be ever vigilant. New challenges await us among the Shiverpeaks. Balthazar willing, we will win our way through to Kryta. What can I do for you? Securing the veil. Looking for a way to serve Ascalon? I have just a task for you, Sophia. We knew these mountains were treacherous when we headed here. Even without the stone summit challenging us, we'd have our hands full with the centaurs and Attons. I need strong men and women to help me secure the veil. If you think you're up to the challenge, I've laid out several patrol points that I need investigated. All you need to do is follow these points and then return to me to report any enemy activity you encounter. Think you can handle that? I'm on it. The Wayward Monk. Yeah, this would give me a bunch of monk skills. Balthazar preserve me. I just ran into sin in Traveler's Vale, and was she ever upset? When I asked her what was wrong, she threatened to... Well, it's not something I care to repeat, but it wasn't very pleasant. Someone should probably go find out what's upsetting her before she does serious harm to someone. Would you like to volunteer to talk to Sin? Oh, you can get gladiator armor here. I think this is the exact same stuff as I've currently got, though. Yeah, 50 armor level. Hello, Grand Mason Stone Cleaver. These thrice-damned Stone Summit raiders are making things tough on both our peoples. If you had an inclination to help the dwarves out with something, listen. I recently sent a scout into Stone Summit territory, and I'm sure he could use the help of an extra hammer. Sorry, I'm wielding an axe. If you'd be willing to help him out, I'd make it worth your time and give you something in the way of some skills to aid you on your journey. Rangel Ironbow be the name of me scouts, and ye can find him up north toward the Iron Horse Mines. Will you lend us your aid? I'd be honored to aid you. Oh, yay, remove hex. I will absolutely take remove hex. Ooh, it's unlocked on my account. Protector Strike, I don't need so much, but remove hex, I will absolutely take. With delight. I will add. Oh, staff is ready. That axe is just worse than my current axe. Okay, that's a decent number of earning ingots. What have we got going on here? Oh, worth 22 whole gold. I'm rich. Okay, let's deposit this. Deposit these materials. Collector items. And sell those. If I can remember which direction the merchant is. Okay, before I venture out there, I need to remember. Grab these two. I'm a warrior, ergo I'm not bringing a warrior. Makes sense to me. Looks like we're doing fine. I need to go up towards Iron Horse Mines. I think the stream is in 1080p. I might try switching it down to 720 to see if that helps with some of the issues that I've been noticing. I don't know that it will, but... if it does, that would be good. I love the ambient sound effects going on here. That wolf howling in particular is quite excellent. Man, Alicia gets a huge nerf here because of all of the enchantment removal. Okay, I'll take that guy just randomly keeling over. Excellent. Juniper bark out of here. Thankfully, okay. Thankfully somebody attacked me and my thing ended. The pacifism that was on me. Pacifism ends when you're attacked, so. It's never been very good. Oh man. Can't really use that hammer, but it's exciting to get. What the heck is going on else? I don't know if you guys can hear the drill. It's one other thing that lowering my microphone's volume probably helped with. Picking up outside noises. But, sounds like my dad's drilling out there for some reason in the hole. It might not be a drill. It's some sort of power tool. Makes me wonder what's going on. Oh ho! Somebody leveled up, and that somebody is me. Sure, I'll get more tactics for now. Slightly stronger heals, slightly better plus armor. Well, that was nicely timed. Accidentally so. Make getting up to that guy easier. I meant to hit sprint and I accidentally hit remove hex instead. Dunham might have Shatter Hex. Yeah, he does. Nice. Artemis the Ranger here is always so annoying because she has quests for you, but she's level 2, which means she has no business being out here by herself. And every now and then, these guys aggro on her and kill her. I have no idea why they made her level 2. Oh, here's Rangel Ironbow. Or Rangil, or... I don't know. So, old Stonecleaver sent you, eh? To tell you the truth, I do have a few tasks that I could use a hand with. I appreciate your help. The Stone Summit have taken a good friend of mine prisoner. His name is Minar Stonesledge. I've tracked him to the Iron Horse Mine, just west of here. I mean to work him to death, like all the others, but I won't let it happen. It's a bit of a problem, though. I don't think I can rescue him myself. Think you can get him out of there? I'll get him back in one piece. King of the Pirates. Look, that's a version I watched. What is Asgrim Bright Axe? Oh, Crichton Gauntlets. Not very good Crichton Gauntlets either. And then it's darker. Sins should be around here somewhere, right? Oh, where is Sin? We're in Traveler's Vale. Whatever. I'm not going back to get her. I'm just going to continue on my way. I'll need to come up here for more of those quests later anyways. It begins, everyone. The giant stomps. Giant stomps are calling. Weakness. That's not great. That's not good at all. Yeah, it's kind of fun going into this old school and just like not worry about playing through. Man, this is beautiful. Right in here. Like, look at all of those snow flurries and trees. Oh, I love it so much. I also love having remove hex so I can get rid of empathy. Claude is getting his face beat in. Oh, this is a lot of warriors on our back line. That's less than ideal. My damage is so bad. Minara's over here. Can somebody please drop me a better axe? I got a very questionable hammer, quite frankly. Well, they dropped me an axe, but it's not better. It is in fact worse than my current axe. Hey, I unlocked an axe grip of shelter. That's fun. A hammer, cruel hammer haft. Oh man, that's fun. And a hammer grip of fortitude. Oh, okay. Getting these item unlocks, I have to admit, it does feel pretty nice. Improved sale value. I certainly like that. Okay. Minara stone sledge. Do I have to guide you back or something? You don't look like one of those Stone Summit brutes. What are you doing here? Rangel sent me to get you out of here. Rangel sent you? I thought that Harry Doyak left me out here to freeze. Well then, the sooner we leave, the sooner we can get some more mail. Rangel owes me a tinker or two. Good, let's get moving. I said back the way you came. Rangel will want to know what I found. Okay, so I do need to escort this guy back, which is fine. This is not really the direction that one goes in to proceed. I think you can go through something over there, though. We'll investigate. We will investigate. Ooh. Looks like my connection was dipping there. I wonder what causes those occasional dips. I don't think it fully disconnected or anything, but... Hmm. That's a good question. It's a good question. Question that deserves an answer. All right, here's Traveler's Vale. I owe you my life, friend. Thank you. I need to return to Rangel for my reward. I am not going to do that because that would require me to come back here and fight enemies again, and I don't want to do that. So, you know, here we are. Just not a good hammer. Rec 8 for 14 to 23 versus Rec 3 for 13 to 20 is just so far off of each other. Character move speed is such as that I can really linger in some of these areas and enjoy them. A lot of passing through in modern games, which is not necessarily for the worst exactly, but it's for the different and something for lingering in a space, and kind of looking around and absorbing what's going on there, and much haste. Get unstuck there, please. Mm-hmm. 371 drop frames. It's quite a few. Okay, yeah, this comes out over here. Very nondescript part of the map in terms of the mini map. Dolyak Riders definitely high priority, seeing as they're monks. Hey, dead on stick. Aha. About the Ascalonian baby hydras? I mean, I knew about the ones in the Ascalonian foothills. I just didn't expect to seeing them in the Dysa lowlands. That surprised me a little bit. I'm glad you're able to listen on your bike ride. Your bike commute. Something that you can do there. Yep. Yep, that would indeed be the case where you're listening. Yeah, because I was over here in, or somewhere in this area in Dysa Lowlands when I came across a bunch of Hydra, and I'm like, wait, what? 'Cause like I said, I know about them from the Ascalonian foothills, but not in Dysa Lowlands offhand, so. Especially not in that area. Like, I could see Hydra being a bit further west, like over here, but over here seemed a bit further east than I was expecting them. Neat mines and stuff. Okay. Where do I want to actually go? Ah, gotcha. We have good bike infrastructure here for the US, which is still dubious. Is this the path that I want to go forward? Let's find out. Monk boss giving me real annoyances here. Monk bosses are kind of rough in Prophecies because they're tankier than regular enemies are. But yeah, when I hear somebody say taking a bike ride here, I associate it with doing it for exercise rather than commuting. Okay, making my way over to... Is Anvil Rock the name of the map? I know the feature is called that. But yeah, I decided to do the thing that you can do in Prophecies and just be like, yeah, I'll skip some missions. Make my way here. By fighting through monsters. Yeah. I imagine there's some spots where it's like, this would be a very long commute by bike. I'm enjoying getting screenshots of some of these areas again. I don't know, it's so interesting to me how much more grounded Guild Wars 1 feels compared to Guild Wars 2. I feel like that's an accumulation of a lot of little things. Excuse me, I'm making a grave mistake and by not attacking the Dolyak Rider. There we go. I'll make everything else easier. Yeah, I mean, so one of the issues with Guild Wars 2 is absolutely it's an amusement park, right? You have the dynamic events that are rides that run at various times. And that is definitely a level of unreality that gets me. But it's more than that, but that's definitely a big factor. We have the dreaded Double Monk going on right now. Net Dolyak Rider healing this Dolyak Rider. I have such garbage damage. Come on, go down. Finally. Oh, the other Dolyak Rider. Oh my goodness. Everything's a mess back there. Okay. Now that the monks are down. Yep. As I said at the start, I'm not in pajamas. So I decided to bring the face cam back for today. Well, I mean, of course I want its armor. I could have iron ingots in it. Oh, you know what? I need to go back and resurrect some people. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Dolyak riders. Normal dominant party has no losses. HM losing your healers means almost certain death. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like they have a... The henchies have a certain amount of durability to self-heals. But I mean, if I had a proper party, we'd have steamrolled these guys. Okay, let's go get Alicia off the floor. This is why I have Resurrect. Shirt only stand here. Ah, yes. That's the key to truth finding, is alliteration. Giving a moment for people to get their energy back to some extent. Mostly to take some drink of water. Oh, I love these snow flurries. Oh yeah, here's this random group of like Stone Summit all in formation. Forgot about them. We're about to have ourselves a scrap, aren't we? Well, that's good for hitting a lot of enemies at once. Rhyming greater alliteration, greater arguments, greater authority, greater believing 5G causes autism. Oh man. Friggin' conspiracy theories around cell phone technology. Now that's an ancient problem. Not that I don't think it's a good idea to like investigate if there are any potential side effects of the radiation, but like there's a bunch of gobbledygook, and it's just modern day changeling theory. I had a perfectly normal baby, and then the fairies came in and stole him away and replaced him with this weirdo. Yeah, that's what people used to believe. If 25% more than a maximum dosage of G. I don't know what my maximum dosage of gravity is, but I generally prefer to stick to, you know, good old-fashioned 1G. Shiverpeaks are so beautiful. Ball hammer. 10 to 15 requires 6 hammer mastery. Wow. That's absolute trash. Yes, I was getting about half the frame rate I am. I was getting like 30 frames or something back there. Indeed. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was getting a big frame rate dip there too for some random reason. Probably something about the extended LOD stuff causes problems there for optimization related reasons, I imagine. Faint-heartedness is so annoying. Shiverpeaks is a really good mountain range name, though. Yeah, it is Anvil Rock. Okay. I was thinking so. GPU cooks you alive regardless. Hey, look, everybody. I found some Minotaurs. I'm about to do something. Oh, yeah. Look at that hitting lots of enemies all at once with Cyclone Axe. They have Rush. Man, Guild Wars 2 warriors wish they could hit this many enemies at once. What with all of their 5 cap limits. Yeah, it's definitely a slightly different take on Minotaur, isn't it? Wow, they are causing some problems. A short sword. Not a very good short sword, though. Yeah, 100 Blades plus Whirlwind Strike. Whirlwind Strike is such a good skill. Alicia, do you not have a hard res at this point? I would have expected you to. Currently taking applications for a better axe. Currently not receiving any applications for better axe, but I'm taking them. This is not better sword either. The sword is 6 to 9, and this sword's 9 to 12, so it's better than that sword technically, I guess, but it's not very good still. Overall, kind of peaceful zone. Nighttime, snowy, slightly blizzardy, probably extremely dangerous. Fear of hypothermia. Yeah. It became like what, White Reavers or something? I think you're right. They were called scythes back then, weren't they? Full strike. That checks out. Yeah. Yeah, Bull's charge is an annoying increased move speed skill. Yeah. You just be constantly knocking them down as they try to kite. And they don't know that they should stand there and take it. Marcus Ironjaw. Just guessing at name pronunciations here. Crichton Cuirass. But no, I'm fine, thanks. Yeah, it is. Although you have to do a specific quest to see it. Gonna be honest, I was kind of hoping these guys might level up a little bit here, but they did not. Oh, I could get Dolyak Signet here. I don't think I will, but I could. That's the important thing. I don't know when I want to start buying skills. Is the problem. We're still in the improved sale value is extremely meaningful phase of the game. Yep. Still have a bunch of stuff over to do here. Or to do over here, I should say. Ruins of Sirmia is right next to where the Great Northern Wall takes you, which is kind of neat to think about. In terms of where that starts. Sirmia itself being up there. We'll get back to it. Taking the northern route. Oh, northern route. See, there's also Barrage. Vatla uses Barrage. The Bull uses that. I feel like there might be one other. Oh, yeah. Elementalist Azure uses Ward against Tarm is the elite, I think. Water Magic Ward. So there's that, too. Oh no, we aggroed multiple groups, didn't we? Man, what would that be as a musical genre? Would it be like blacksmith-themed rock somehow, where it like uses anvils for drums or something? Well, it wouldn't quite be drums, but for percussion. Who invited all of the Minotaurs? Yeah, that's for sure. It would be. Still got one of these faster than I got a friggin' bear pelt and pre-searing. Took me so long to get a bear pelt. I did not want to drop for some reason. Gonna have to fight some centaurs over here. That makes sense. I'm on my way to Deldrimmer Bowl, and there's a bunch of centaurs there. I wonder if we'll get to Kryta today or not. For reference, I want to wrap up about 4:30 my time, or in about 45 minutes. So we shall see. At least get a Beacon's Perch, but... Shield stance, okay. I guess I can go fight someone else since I took off Wild Blow to bring remove hex, and I have no regrets. Because frankly, being able to get rid of hexes is very nice. I just noticed the healer over here. Nope. Not another healer, thankfully. I think that one might have had like live a vigor spirit on it. Much easier to know when you need to give time for heroes to regen than henchmen. Yeah, Shield Stance also has limited duration for sure. It's so much visually better to have the camera at a low angle in these games, but the habit is always having it at a higher angle. But like this angle versus this angle, like this angle you can actually see stuff with the horizon, and it looks a lot better. That's one of the things Elden Ring does. It has this automatic camera adjustment to adjust the camera to be a bit lower so you can actually like see out the lines, because it has it's a really beautiful environment. Yeah, Sever Artery should be way more deadly than it is. It's mostly a byproduct of bleeding being pretty weak. It should just be called Nasty Cut. Sever Artery honestly sounds worse than Gash, if you think about it. Hey, Yo-Yo, what's up? I see you are true to your name. Welcome. Also, I usually define up as being away from gravity, with gravity defining down in most circumstances. So that's what's up. The vector opposite the pole of gravity. I gave that explanation to a teenager once, and then he had to fight me about it. Get all pedantic. Was it a teenager? I don't know. Somebody interpreted it as a teenager in my memory. Doesn't really matter. Anybody can play the pedant's game if they want to. The question is there an up? Or are you going to define up like above your head, right? If nothing is pulling you down, then is up just arbitrary? Are you just going to define it where up is whatever direction is above your head? Because like if you're lying down, you don't tend to define up as being that way, right? Because then it'd be like that direction, which we wouldn't think of as being up. But maybe it would make sense to consider it up if you don't have anything, like if down is towards your feet and up is towards your head. I could see an argument for that if you're at a spot where you don't have gravity defining down for you. I will say that there are definitely other things with up, like uphill. Like, so it's one of those things that's really, really weird to me whenever anybody's talking about like going. This is something I get especially when reading the Bible, that they talk about like going up to the city. And it's like they're going south, which my brain interprets as down, but they're going uphill. So it's like, this hurts my brain. Because I mentally interpret down and south as synonyms in some regards when it's talking about directions. Up is where it's hard to go towards. Yeah, that's another way of interpreting it, right? Like, down is the direction at which things are naturally drawn, and up is against that. So, like, down is the path of least resistance, so up is a path of greatest resistance. That, like, fits with the idea of, like, upstream versus downstream as well. I feel like these guys don't have this last very long. Excuse me. As such, what's up means, what is currently the hardest path for you? Oh man, distracting shot. That's rough. Well, pretty soon it's going to be Lornar's Pass. Oh my goodness. I got so wrecked by that D shot. Oh, connection is dipping. And then it recovered. What causes those dips? I would like to know. I don't know, but I need to go left here. Man, my damage is so bad. I guess it's okay against that weak spirit, but that's hardly what I'd call encouraging. I'm super tanky, but man, this is bright right here. Yeah, I feel like I'm a little underperforming in terms of my damage. I should probably have like a 6 to 20 axe at this point or something. But part of it too is not just the weapon damage, it's my attributes, right? So at 7 axe mastery, I have 35 strike power. But yeah, that's always a really tricky dance of like how tanky should an enemy be. And, like, the protectors here are notably less tanky than their warrior counterparts. Mm-hmm. There's also just like how tanky should a regular enemy be versus a boss and all that. Because the thing is, like, tankiness affects the utility of various skills too. So the tankier an enemy is, like, because that's one of the big differences between PvE and PvP. But I think what makes it interesting is when the tankiness comes out of good skill usage, right? Rather than just the enemy has a lot of armor and HP. So then it's a matter of, like, trying to figure out, okay, I need to pick apart this enemy that's effectively defending against me. And I think that's a more compelling form of tankiness, as it were, where it's like a puzzle to untank them, if that makes any sense. Okay, almost at beacons. Burb. I think I'm going to go Ranger Squad on this character. Conventional wisdom says Susuke and Master of Whispers are the better heroes, but maybe I should spend some time on a Ranger if I'm going to do that. Kind of want to just focus on getting over the Shiverpeaks for now. That can be a later problem. Hungry Devourer. I do like myself a Flurry, but not until I have Zealous Weapons. I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, 2 Kryder Refugees. We've encountered Centaur patrols on the road ahead, and they're attacking the caravan. I need you to take them out quickly. Report to Ranger Olsen. I am Mega, not caring about trying to do the story in order, and it's great. I do want Dunham and Claude back in my party, though, so... Okay. I'll make my way to Gates of Kryta, probably. I don't expect to get much beyond that. We'll see. If I can end my day in LA, that's not a bad thing. But that sounds like a bit too far to go. Any time remaining. But I'd like to start getting to other campaigns and pick up heroes. So many of my playthroughs of this game have been very, lately have been very, what's the word I want to use? Orthodox? That feels like not quite the right sort of thing, but not quite wrong either. What are you doing over there, Orion? But, you know, it's like, let's just it's been very siloed, right? Where it's been like, okay, let's just take this character through this campaign or whatever. But, like, that's not the goal, right? The goal when I was doing the, slow playthrough was very much that. And, like, how can we tack to I don't know, something a bit closer to the original experience within sort of the limits of what I'm working with. But this is a different thing entirely. And I'm enjoying thinking about that and doing things differently. Oh, do I need to take out a certain number of centaur groups? Yeah, I do. I'd forgotten about that entirely and was just kind of doing it because they were in the way. How many Ascalonians died in the Shiverpeaks? I wonder, during the whole refugee thing. Like, canonically. Quite a few, I'd imagine. I mean, we know Rurik for sure. And Oswald died on the way there. I wish swords were better in this game. Okay, well, that cleared out the one that we needed to be clearing out. So there's that. It's like 3 quests to take you to the Gates of Kryta, which is wild to me. There's that many. That did in fact hit multiple enemies as I'd hoped. I love seeing the Shiverpeaks in the background there. Don't know what this guy's doing in the wall. Or in the tree or whatever. Tree climbing centaur. Eliminate the 1 remaining centaur patrol along the main road. Any of these? Okay, just bows. I was just quickly checking to see if any of them are protectors, because I would want to go after their monks first. Although, the centaur monks are nowhere near as much of a problem as the Grawl or Char or basically all of the other monks that we've encountered thus far are more competent than the centaur ones at actually healing. Let me look up what campaign mending touches in. Mending touch is nightfall. Okay, that's what I was thinking. We're fortunate to have your assistance. Aiden has gone on ahead into the icy caves to scout the way for you to take the refugees through. Master Seeker Nathaniel awaits you in Griffin's Mouth with further instructions. If you don't read that, then this guy not giving you your next quest is going to leave you completely bereft of direction, which is probably not ideal. Okay. Nathaniel, please tell me you weren't murdered by random Ettins or something. Okay, maybe he's just inside Griffin's mouth. That actually checks out with what I recall. Yep, there he is. Master Seeker Nathaniel. This cave is confusing and perilous. You don't want to take a wrong turn or you'll wind up wandering in the cold until you die of it. Aiden has scouted the way ahead, and my wolf can help you track him. Follow Aiden's markers to get safely through. They'll look like nothing more than pebbles at first, but you'll learn to spot them if you're paying attention. These men with you to help Aiden fortify his position. Let's go. 2 Kryta, the ice cave. It's like, this has a multi-part chain of primary quests, and there's like other areas where there's no primary quests. And, I don't know, it's very... Prophecies is very oddly constructed sometimes. Mark of Aiden. Ice snow. I'm not picking that up. You can pick it up if you want to fill your inventory with random rocks, but I don't. No random rocks for me. Lona, land of the golden sun. Definitely where I want to get to. Ew, half-chewed mass. Yeah, go this way. Avoid... I don't think those guys have to follow me now. I just need to get to Aiden. I see you back there chasing us. Sticking out on the mini-map is chasing us. Boy, weakness is not good for my damage, is it? Ugh. Why enfeebling blood is such a good skill. Ah, we've got a monk boss over here too. That feels less than ideal to me. Probably won't actually be a huge issue, but... Half-chewed mass. Another Mark of Aiden. Aiden can also get himself just killed by monsters here too. I hope he has managed to avoid that. Yay, Cyclone Axe, and do a grand total of about 30 damage. Woo! The weakness is really harming my damage. Not that I have that much to begin with, but... I'm sorry, just the auto attacks per one are just so sad. Okay, Aiden, current status alive. I am going to rush down here to aggro these Etten in an effort to ensure that Aiden's alive status remains alive. I've absolutely had him die here before, and that was very sad and undesirable. Alicia is currently also working on a not alive status. Yep, she is successful. Dwayna's light's not really in the cleansing category, more her lightning. Oh, hey, nice you came over to help. Speak with Ambassador Brown. He'll be waiting in Scoundrel's Rise, just outside Griffin's Mouth. He'll help you get the refugees sheltered in Kryta. You have done great deeds today. Sure. I have a letter here for Ambassador Zane informing him of Prince Rurik's death. Spoilers! You can give it to Ambassador Brown when you see him. Zane has assigned him to the refugee problem, so he'll work out the details involved in getting them settled. Meet Brown in Scoundrel's Rise, just outside the gate to Griffin's Mouth. On my way. Kryta, Journey's End. They definitely are trying to make it feel like it's a long journey, that's for sure. Oh, wow. I'm the same level as my henchies, I just realized. That feels rare. Hey, Ambassador Brown, you are right behind me. I'm Ambassador Brown. The undead problem persists, as I'm sure you're aware. Still, your people should be safer here than anywhere else. What can I help you with? The undead have risen from the swamps. The gates to Lion's Arch have been closed. Times are bad indeed. I have been appointed by Ambassador Zane to handle the matter of seeing your people settled. The ambassador will be saddened to hear of your great prince, I am sure. Here's a letter from Ambassador Zane granting refuge in Kryta. Present it to Witness Kasori, the city's regent. Perhaps she can help you. Oh, time to make our way to Gates of Kryta. Okay. The undead problem indeed persists. Oh my goodness, the snares. Why so many snares? I'm doing really low damage to this guy because he has an enchantment on that means a third of, or 3/4 of my damage is going to his freaking army of minions. It's a good skill. I use it on, if I make a BIP MM, which I have done sometimes, I absolutely use that skill on the BIP MM because it's a blood magic skill that does the Dark Bond or whatever, that does the transferring. And having your BIP suddenly take 25% damage really adds to their resiliency. Provided they have some minions up, of course. I feel like these undead spawns aren't here if you don't have this quest. Is it a better axe? 6 to 15. Nope, it's not. I just want a better axe. Is that too much to axe for? Investing more in axe mastery would actually also help a good deal, so I might do that as well. Help me punch through their armor better. Based upon how the damage formula works. I'll get there eventually. You guys really enjoy their cripple inflicting attack. I do not enjoy it, but they do. Just tormenting this poor monk who's doing a really effective job of kiting your wanding attacks by running back and forth. Ow. Beware, the undead march on Lion's Arch. The passage is not safe. If you say so, monk. If you say so. Or I can get caught up on geometry. That works too. Yes, Brown told us to expect you. I understand you have Ambassador Zane's decree allowing your people to settle here. I'm afraid, however, that powers above me are ordering my city's gates closed, even to Crichton's. You have done these people a great service. Thank you. Did you... I could really go for a better axe. But I guess I'm going to have to keep waiting on that. I got a shocking bowstring. That's nice. I like an icy bowstring. Improved sale value. That's good. These do not feel very efficient. Highly salvageable axe, though. Highly salvaged into 6 iron ingots, so that's not bad. Okay, let's sell these things to Sajir. Maybe drop some stuff off at my little fashioned merchant booth. Oh yeah, and I wanted more axe mastery. Probably less. Take out a tactics and strength. See how I can get there, and then back into tactics and back into strength. There we go. Much weaker healing signet, but I want better axe, so I could use a Q9 axe if I had one. I don't, but I could if I did. All right. Drop these things off. And I think this is a good spot to wrap up. It's a nice break point. So I've made it into Kryta officially on this character. And next time I play, the goal will probably be to get to LA and beyond. Or maybe I'll spin up the Ranger or something. I don't know. We'll see. But that's in the future, and this is now. And now it's time for me to go ahead and wrap up. So I thank you all for watching. The VODs will be going up in a bit. And yeah. Till next time, everyone. Take care. Goodbye. Then I have to actually hit the end stream button. I want to give it a little bit of time so it doesn't cut off my ending. All right. Goodbye.